Now, you've made your fans very happy. You recently re-signed, and you're going to be doing this program at least until 2017. Is it still as much fun as from day one?
It's still as much fun. I still get a kick out of coming to work every day. You know, I'm one of those really blessed people who, in many, many ways, but professionally, I have never had a job that I hated to go to on a Monday morning. I always looked forward to going to work Monday morning. It was always an adventure, whether it was trying cases in the family court, going to work as a family court judge, supervising judge in the family court, then coming and doing this gig for now, it's really almost 20 years, is what could be better to enjoy doing what you do every day. So that's really one of the reasons why I say to people the greatest gift that a parent can give to a child is figuring out what they're best at, naturally adept at, whether it's science or math or communication skills,
right,
or interested in debate and the law, great golfer, great tennis player. Figure out what it is that they do naturally and then find a way for them to earn a living at it, because then you never work.
You've had, and you've said this before, an amazing fantasy, a great second career. There are a lot of people who are going through tough times, unemployment, who would like to take a second chance, try something different, but are afraid to do it. What advice would you give them to make that leap and try to do it?
Well, you know, I remember when I took this job, I was a sitting family court judge, made a nice living, but it was a civil servant's salary,
right,
had a pension, and the more I worked, the more money went into that pension. It would get greater. And my life was pretty well planned. You know, I was going to work until I was 70, and then I would have a 30-year pension with the family court, and Jerry and I would be in a small two-bedroom condo slightly off the beach in Florida, because that's what we could have afforded. And I enjoyed that. When this opportunity came to me, I said, you know, I've had this family court adventure for 25 years. I don't necessarily think that that's the only adventure out there. So I'm going to try it.
Right.
Now, I knew at the time that most 99% of the things that they put on television fail. And I said, and why would you think that yours would be successful? You're a 50-plus lady that nobody knows.
Right.
Why would you think that you can do when trained professionals aren't able to do it? So, but it was a chance. And I figured if nothing else, I keep Jerry Scheindlin working and get him a second job. I don't know. If something else happened, I wouldn't starve. So that gave me a little confidence. So I think that in order to find another adventure, and sometimes that's not easy when you don't have income,
right,
but I don't think you should ever shy away from looking at another place. You know, life is a journey. We're going to live from age 0 to 75, 80, 85, and beyond. The lifespan of people is extending all the time. And you can have a journey that's fulfilling, or you can have a journey that you can't wait to end.
True.
And I think that if you do something, try to do something that you like to do, and if you learn good, reasonable moral lessons, and you try to pass those on to your children if you have them, and other family members, then your journey can be a fabulous one, and not when you're waiting for them to close the door.
Great. Thanks so much.
Pleasure.